All right, my name is Crystal Grant and I am a certified Zoomers leader, so that's the workout we'll be doing today. It's going to be about an hour. I want you to make sure you have water nearby. We're going to be using a sturdy chair, a band, and the ball. So we're going to be using all the equipment today. Make sure you use the chair whenever you need to. If you need it during the whole workout, go ahead and use it. If you want to sit down today, if that's your thing, you can sit in the chair and do all these exercises. That is another option for you. Remember, you're working at your own risk because we're online, of course. All right, so let's just get started here. I want you to also work at your own pace. So whatever that means for you on that scale from 1 to 10, 1 meaning you're laying in bed, relaxing, 10 meaning you're full out, you're at your maximum. I want you to work between that 4 to 7 range, okay? So think about that all through the workout, how you're feeling. All right, let's stand with our feet hip width apart. We're gonna talk about power posture first. So I want you to have a slight bend in your knees, micro bend, and then put your hands at your hips and think about your hip area as a bowl. And we're gonna tip it side to side by bending one knee and then the other knee. So bending one knee and then the other. And then we're gonna spill out the front and back by tipping forward and back here, tipping. We're kind of pelvic tilting. And then I want you to find that position where nothing will spill out of the bowl. And then we're going to engage our core, so that means just thinking about pulling that belly button back toward your spine or pulling those two hip bones towards each other. So that's just, you just think about doing that. All right, now place your middle finger on the top of your hip bone and the thumb under your rib cage or at the bottom of your rib cage, and then create some space there. So just means to stand up nice and tall. We want to elongate our spine here. Let's roll our shoulders back a few times, and then I'm just going to get you to leave them back and down. Put your finger to your lips. Leave your finger there. Pull your head back 2 inches, and then bring it back forward about 10% of that, so not very far. And that lines up ears over shoulders over hips. All right, now I have to use royalty-free music. We're going to start marching because Facebook won't allow any kind of recognizable music. So I just grab some royalty-free. At least it gives us a beat to work with. All right, we're just going to start with a nice march here. Just going to warm up the body. Take a nice deep breath in and out. We're going to start with toe taps forward in 4, 3, 2, and 1. So alternate the feet, tapping the floor in front of you. Just tapping the toe. If you want to add in the arms, I'm just going to bring those arms forward as well. And if you don't want to add in the arms yet, or maybe you're using a chair for balance, you can hold on to that chair and just tap those toes forward. You can also have the chair beside you, just holding on to the chair here, tapping the toes if balance is an issue. Good. All right, we're going to take these feet and tap out to the side in 4, 3, 2, and 1. So out to the side, tap right and left here, right and left. And then you can add in the arms whenever that's comfortable. Think about how you're feeling on that scale from 1 to 10 this whole time. Make sure you're breathing, core engaged. Good. All right, we're going to start tapping the floor behind us in 4, 3, 2, and 1. So tap the floor behind you. I'll show you from the side here. So you're just tapping back, alternating your feet right and left here. And if you want to add in the arms, you can go ahead, press back. So starting to warm up the top of the back of the arm here, the tricep muscle. Elbows are doing a little bit of work here. Good, we're getting that joint lubricated. All right, we're gonna go ahead and take it forward again, but instead of the toe taps, we're gonna do heel digs. 4, 3, 2, 1. So heel digs in front, so tapping your heels instead of your toes. And I'm just gonna add some bicep curls with that. Now we'll get the front of the arm warmed up. That bicep muscle. Good. We'll be working that muscle today. Gonna get a little bit of everything. Keep on breathing. Good. All right, we're going to take it back to a march. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So march it out. We're going to take our feet a little bit wider here, and we're just going to tap it out, shifting our weight from side to side. 4, 3, 2, 1. So tap, tap. So shifting the weight, feet are nice and wide, maybe shoulder width or a little wider, and then you can go ahead and press across the body to the corners of the room. Starting to get the obliques involved, the side of the waist, as we're turning a little bit. Really keep that core engaged now. Good. All right, we're going to do some hamstring curls next. Bringing those heels up to the butt in 4, 3, 2, alternating, of course, one and then the other. One heel and then the other up toward the butt. Keeping the whole upper body nice and straight. So I don't want to see any arching of the back. You don't need to pull your knee far back or anything. It just stays right under your hips. Your knee is staying under the hips. Just the heel is coming back. Upright rows with the arms if you want to add them in. Breathing in and out. All right, let's bring our knees up in front for knee lifts in 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knee lift here, only as high as you want. And I'm just tapping each thigh for now. Now, you're probably getting warmed up, so if you want to bring the arms up a little higher, if that motion is available to you, you can do that. You can also add that kayak arms in. So paddling down the river, putting the paddle in on the side of the leg that's coming up each time here. Squeeze your belly button back toward your spine. Keep that core engaged and keep breathing. Good. All right, we have 4 more here, 3 more on each side, 2, and last one on each side, and then march. And I'm going to grab a sip of water. Keep your feet moving. Good. All right, we're going to start moving left and right, just bringing our leg out together in 4, 3, 2, and 1. So moving out to the side for side steps. So you're bringing your feet out together. And my elbows now are coming into my rib cage. Starting to warm up those shoulders, the back area. Think about squeezing the upper back here. Good. Keep on breathing. All right, let's try 2 to the right and 2 to the left in 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 steps this way, then 2 steps this way. And we can pull ourselves along that imaginary rope. Good. We have another minute or so of warming up, then we're going to get into the work. Good. All right, let's go 4 more here, 3 more, 2 more, last one. March it out. March, march. And let's try those B steps. So the big wide step in front, narrow step back in 4, 3, 2, and 1. So big wide step forward, narrow step back. I'm adding in the arms. You don't have to yet. You can go right up to speed whenever you're comfortable. So it's wide, wide, narrow, narrow, wide going forward, narrow coming back. I'm gonna go up to speed here. Wide, wide, narrow, narrow. I'm just punching right and left as well. Same as my legs are going, my arms are going in that same direction. We have 4 more. 3, 2, last one. March it out here. Give a little tap on that leg, and we're on the other leg. We're gonna lead with the left in 4, 3, same move, 2, 1. So left, and right. So it's wide coming forward, narrow coming back, wide, narrow, left, right. I'm going to go up to speed, and you just go at the speed that feels comfortable for you. Good. A few more here. 4 more. 3, 2, last one, march. Nice deep breath in and out. We're gonna go for a last hurrah here. We're gonna do some knee lifts, and then we're gonna do 2s and 4s maybe if we have time. 4, 3, 2, singles for now, so it's just bringing those knees up, single knees. We're gonna add in a double. So we're going to do 2 on the right, then 2 on the left, and keep that up for a few seconds here. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go 2s. 2 here, 2 on the other side. Let's go 2s again. 2, 2s again. Let's try 2s one more time, and march. All right. Nice deep breath in and out. And let's grab a sip of water. We are at our cool down, sort of. We don't want to cool down too much, so keep your feet moving. Take a sip of water. So, we have our warm up. Our bodies are all warmed up. We're ready for work. So grab your chair and your band and your ball. We're going to be using it all today. All right, so actually maybe we'll just kind of make some big circles with our shoulders. Do some big shoulder rolls back. Nice deep breath in. We'll keep our feet moving. Heart rate's still up a little bit here. All right, let's go bring them forward. Other direction, big circles with our shoulders. As big as you can without pain here. We're gonna try to increase that range of motion. Wrist circles here, one direction. And switch directions, go the opposite direction. Good. Good job. All right, we're gonna touch each finger to our thumb. Just kind of get that mind-body connection. See if you can name them. I don't know, sometimes my mind-mouth connection seems to have some trouble here. All right, good. All right, wiggle that out. I'm gonna get my timer set up. So the first exercise is, we're gonna need our ball. So you can grab your ball. It's going to be our standing leg abduction. Now, I'm gonna do it against my chair, but I recommend doing this exercise against a wall, something sturdy that's not gonna move on you. I know this chair is not gonna move on me. I'm gonna hold it anyway, but just go against a wall. So our ball is gonna go between our hip and our knee. So right in the middle, right at the mid-thigh here on the outside. It's going to go against the wall. And then that same leg, we're gonna lift the heel. All right, so we're standing on one leg, and then we're gonna press the ball into the wall with our leg. All right, don't use the weight of your body. All right, I'm gonna give us 15 seconds to get ready here. We're gonna do 45 seconds at a time. So make sure, if you need a break, you take it. All right, if you need to set that leg down and rest, here we are, one leg. We've got our heel up, that as the same heel that is touching the ball. And we're pressing into the wall. Press that ball out. So you're really feeling that in your outer thigh. You might be feeling it a little bit in the glute area. You're gonna see the kitty, my kitty, in the corner of the screen. Her name is Jaffa. Now the standing leg here is doing a lot of work as well. So make sure it has a slight micro bend in that knee. Keep on going. We have 13 seconds left. We can even hold for a few seconds here, then release, hold, release, hold, release. We're almost there. And there's the bell. All right, we're gonna do that on the Other side, same exercise, so just turn around. If you're against the wall, turn around. You've got mid-thigh here on the outside of your mid-thigh, goes between your knee and your hip. Lift that knee or lift that heel up toward your butt, and we're pressing out, pressing that ball into the wall. Press it out into the wall, then release. Press it out toward the wall and release. Really use the side of that glute, the side of your thigh. Standing leg, remember that knee has a slight micro bend in it. Just don't lock it out. We don't want to put pressure on that knee. Nope, we're using the quad and our hip here on the other side to hold us up. So we want to use our muscles. 7 seconds, that's all we have left on this side. Good job, everyone. And rest. Woo. All right, I will put the ball off to the side. Next exercise is we're going to use the band and we're going to do those diagonal raises. So I'm just going to stop the timer for a second. All right, so I have one. You can sit down and do this, so place both feet on the band if you want to, or just one foot on the band, make sure it's secure. We're going to have straight arms, just a micro bend in our elbow, coming across diagonally our body, coming across. So it's a diagonal across to the opposite side of the body. All right, so we have 45 seconds. I think the bell or the whistle's gonna blow here. Get ready, there's our whistle. All right, across the body and then across the body. So we're alternating left and right, keeping the core engaged. If you're standing, make sure there's a micro bend in your knees. I always say that. Think about your chest working here. So we want to put tension in the chest muscle. That's what's pulling our arm up and across. Pull, really squeeze your chest. Squeeze it. Good. 13 seconds left. You can always loosen up on the band, so lengthen the distance between your feet and your hands or the band. If you need to make it easier, if you need to make it harder, make that distance shorter. There's our bell. Next exercise is bicep curls. So keeping your elbows, we're still standing on the band. Elbows by our side. Hands are coming up toward our shoulders and down. So we're bending the elbows this time. I'll show you from the side. Bend the elbows, keeping the elbows right by your side. So bend to let your hands come up toward your shoulders and down. And remember, they don't have to touch your shoulder. They don't have to go all the way up. Whatever feels right to you, wherever you can get to today. Keep on breathing. Keep that belly button engaged. Think about how hard you're working on that scale from 1 to 10. So remember, don't let your elbows come forward. Keep them right by your side. Good job. I'm coming forward again here. And we're going to start those 4 exercises all over again. So we're going to grab the ball, go to the wall. There's our bell. So go to the wall and put the ball between at mid-thigh here, between your knee and your hip. That same leg, your heel comes up. You're standing on one leg now, the outside leg. You're going to press that ball into the wall, hold for maybe 2 seconds, and then release. Press into the wall, hold, and release. Press, hold, good. You can always hold the wall here. Just don't use your whole body weight to press that ball into the wall. We're using leg muscle here. So use your tension in your leg, outer thigh, your glute is getting it, and that standing leg, slight micro bend in the knee. And I know you're feeling it just standing on that one leg. We're getting a lot of balance work. Make sure you maybe shake it out if you need to. If you're really struggling to get these in, 3 seconds. We're almost there. Okay, there's our bell. Other side, so turn around if you're against the wall here. I'm just moving my chair to the other side. Ball is between my knee and my hip. Knee comes up. I'm standing on one leg. Press that ball into the wall, hold for 2 seconds, and release. Press, hold for 2 seconds, release. Press and hold, and release. And remember, you can just press and release, that's okay too. You can also just give yourself a break if you need to grab the ball and just shake out your hips, put that leg down for a few seconds. You go ahead. We have 15 seconds left on this leg. I know it's a lot of standing. This standing leg is taking a lot too. Make sure there's that micro bend in the knee. Keep that core engaged. Keep breathing. 3 seconds. 2, 1, and release. Good. All right, we're back to the diagonal across the body chest exercise. So step with 1 foot in or 2 feet, whatever is comfortable. We're going right arm, then the left arm. So we're alternating, arms going across the body. The arm is straight for the most part. There's just a micro bend in that elbow. This is a tough exercise. You can sit down for this if you need to. The band is pretty tight for me. Think about creating tension in your chest each time that arm comes up and across. Really squeeze that chest. Squeeze it. 13 seconds. Good job. Keep breathing in and out. Belly button is in toward that belly button, or toward the spine. 2 seconds. We're almost there. All right, bicep curl. So keep your foot planted on that band. Elbows by your side. We're gonna bend our elbows to bring our hands up toward our shoulders and back down. And my hands are facing each other. I'm doing those hammer curls. So my palms are facing each other on this one. Keep breathing in and out. Good job. Keeping those elbows right by the side. Don't let them go forward or back. Keep the tension right in that bicep, right in the front of the upper arm. You should feel that burn. Oh, I forgot. You can also do alternating if you're having trouble with those bicep curls. You can always alternate right and left. I know doing 2 of them at the same time is tough. 4 seconds here. 3, 2, last one, and rest. All right, we have a 45-second break. So grab a sip of water, kind of move around, get those legs moving again. Okay, we're gonna need our ball for this next exercise and the band. So just make sure they're close by. We have 20 seconds. All right, so you can take a seat if you want to with that ball. We're gonna place it right in the middle or right between our thighs. Try to keep it away from your knee joint, so up higher here. And we're just gonna squeeze our thighs together, hold for 5, and release. You don't have to hold, so just remember that. We're gonna squeeze, 2, 3, 4, 5, then release. So if you can't hold for that 5 seconds, just squeeze and release, squeeze and release. Release again, squeeze it. Squeeze your butt muscles underneath of you too. Pull that belly button back toward the spine and release. Squeeze, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whoo, and release. Squeeze again. 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. Good. Squeeze again. 2, 3, 4, 5. Release. One last squeeze. Keep breathing and release. Good. All right, we're going to stand up for the next. It's our bow and arrow arm. So hands are out straight in front. And we're just going to be pulling one arm back to our armpit. All right, so here we go. We're pulling back to our armpit. I have that same leg back just a little bit, just to kind of give my back a little bit of support. So if you want to bring that same leg that's moving, or the same leg that your arm is moving back, you can do that as well. Or you can just keep them right beside each other. That's okay. So squeeze your shoulder blade each time. The other arm is staying out in front. One arm is staying straight out in front. The other pulls back to that armpit. And you're squeezing the shoulder blade each time. Really squeeze that shoulder blade. Keep on breathing. And we're just going to switch arms. All right, shake that shoulder out. I know it gets into those shoulders as well. The closer your hands are together, the harder this will be. So if you want to lengthen the distance, you can. Okay, arms out and straight in front, and then pulling. Now it's the other arm. The other arm is pulling back to our shoulder, back to our armpit. Right back into that armpit. Keep on breathing here. The other arm is staying straight out in front of my body. Give your shoulders a shake if they're getting tired. We have still 19 seconds. You can do it. I have the same leg as the arm that's moving back behind me, just for a little bit of a kickstand, just giving me a little extra support here. Maybe putting me off balance just a little too. You can try that if you want. And release. Okay. Ball is behind our back this time, right at shoulder blade height. So put it between your shoulder blades or the bra line. Scoot your butt back. And we're going to press the ball into the back of the chair and then release. Think about your abdominals here doing the work. So you're going to pull that belly button back toward your spine, hold, and then release. Don't forget to breathe. So when you're holding, keep breathing. Release. Pressing back toward the spine and release. Pressing back, pull that belly button back. Don't arch the back though, and don't round the back. So keep everything nice and straight and release. Pull, release. We have one more pull, hold for the rest of the time, and there's our bell. All right, we're back to those thigh balls, or the ball thigh squeeze, whatever it's called. All right, so I'm gonna sit my chair forward. We're gonna sit forward in the chair, ball goes between our thighs, not at the knees, remember. All right, we're gonna squeeze and hold. See if you can hold for the 5 seconds. If not, try 2 seconds maybe. And release. Squeeze and hold. Remember your butt is squeezing, belly button pulling back. And release. Squeeze and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, release. Squeeze and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. Squeeze and hold. Whew, my legs are getting shaky here. Keep breathing in and out, release. One last hold. Let's go right to the end of the time. Let's wait for that bell. We have 3 seconds. 2, 1, and release. Good. All right. Whew. We have that bow and arrow arm. Hands straight out in front. Same arm, same leg are coming back. So I'm bringing that hand into my armpit, bringing it back forward. Into the armpit, bringing it back forward. So all the tension is releasing when I bring the arm back forward, and I'm pulling tension into my back as I bring my arm back. Keep your belly button tucked in, back nice and straight here. I'll show you from the front as well. Pulling that band right into my armpit, and that same leg is back behind me. Just kind of keep my back nice and straight, but you don't have to. You can keep them right beside each other. Just make sure they're about hip width apart. Knees should be slightly bent here, of course. I keep reminding you. Last one. All right, shake that out. We're gonna do it on the other arm. Whew. All right, just give a little roll. And we have 8 seconds. We're gonna use every single last bit of our time. All right, other arm, arms are straight out in front. Pulling the opposite arm now into that armpit to give the other shoulder and the upper back on that side a good workout here. So squeeze the shoulder blade each time you pull that arm back. Squeeze the shoulder blade. Squeeze it. You can even try to squeeze it back, but also down. Think about it going into the back pocket, but your hand only comes to your armpit. We have 10 seconds left on this arm, and then we're gonna sit down with that ball behind our back for our core exercise. And there's our bell. All right, I'll sit sideways so you can see kind of what I'm doing here. So I'm sitting far back on my chair. Ball is up between my shoulder blades and the chair. All right, so scoot your butt back. Now we're gonna press the ball into the back of the chair using our abdominal muscles, and then we're gonna release it. Pull. So keep your back nice and straight. Don't let it curve or round, and then release. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Press that ball, press it, press it, press it, and release. Keep on breathing. Press that ball into the back of the chair. Pull the belly button in and release. Maybe 2 more. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Press, press, press. Release. One last one. We have 5 seconds. Hold it. And time. All right, we have 45-second break here. All right, if you remember from Thursday, this is the same workout. This third block is our most difficult, but we can do it. I know we can do it. And if you need to take breaks, of course, remember you can take breaks as much as you need it. First exercise is going to be our lunge. So have your chair close by. Start with feet hip width apart. Take a generous step back, and your knee is going to go down toward the floor, your back knee. All right, so keeping your upper body nice and straight. Hold on to that chair if you need it. Back knee is going down toward the floor, and then up, down, and up. Check that front knee. Make sure it's in line with your toes in the front. Don't let it cave in or cave outward. Keep everything nice and straight. And we're gonna hold for the last 10 seconds. So remember that, and take breaks whenever you need to. Now remember, you can also just have a micro step and just a micro bend in that knee. All right, here we're at the last 10 seconds. We're gonna hold it down. Hold it, hold it, hold it. 5, 3, 2, 1, and release. All right, other side. Whew, I know your heart rate's coming up again. Feet hip width apart. Generous step back. Keep your feet hip width apart. Knee going down to the floor or toward the floor, and then coming up. Whole body, upper body is nice and straight. Like an elevator going straight down, straight up. Remember that front knee. Take a peek at it. Make sure it's not caving into the middle or going out to the side. And remember, you can do the micro bend, and I'm going to show you from the front here. You can just do a micro bend if you need to. Just a micro bend in those knees. All right. So bring that knee down. All right. We're going to hold this last time. Hold it. Hold down. 5, 4, 2, 1, and release. All right. We have our tricep move here. I'm just going to stop the time for a second so I can show you. I'm going to double up on the band, but remember you can either hold one or both. So I have my hand right in the middle. It's just flopping over my hand. I'm going to grab quite close to my hand. I'm going to place it. So I have my hand I have the band in my left hand. I'm putting my hand on my right shoulder. All right, so opposite shoulder. Whatever your hand, the band is in, is opposite shoulder. You're just gonna place your hand there. And then, keeping this elbow right by our side, we're gonna straighten to pull that band and then bend. Straighten and bend. You can either hold one of the bands or both. So you can also just hold one of the bands. Make sure you're holding this one a little tighter though, because it might come loose. All right, so we have 8 seconds before we start this exercise. I'm gonna stay here close. Opposite hand on the opposite shoulder here. Elbow stays put. I'm just straightening and bending. Pulling that band straight down toward the floor and back. Just a little. Squeezing the upper back of my arm, which is the tricep muscle. So trying to keep the shoulder down and back. Pull. Really squeeze that tricep muscle. I can feel the burn. Woohoo! Make sure you have a slight bend in those elbows or a slight bend in the knees. Good job. Keep going here. A few more seconds. We're almost there. And release. Good. Other arm. All right. So, other hand is in the middle of that band. It goes to my opposite opposite shoulder. I'm going to hold both bands with my other hand here. And now straighten the elbow and bend it. Straighten and bend. I have a slight micro bend in my knees here. I do have one leg behind. I'm having that stance. It's just called a kickstand stance. So just one leg behind the same leg as my arm that's moving. It's just a little bit behind. Still shoulder width apart. Remember, you can always do just one band instead of holding both of them in your hand. We still have 10 seconds. Ooh, this is a long one. Keep going here, we're almost there. I know that upper arm is burning, and then we're gonna be back to our lunges. All right, I know, if it's not one evil, start with your feet hip width apart. Step a leg generously back, keep your feet hip width apart. Back knee is going toward the floor, and up. Don't forget to straighten that front knee as much as you can. Doesn't have to straighten out all the way, but most of the way. Keep breathing. Check that knee. Make sure it's in line with your toe, that it's heading straight forward. It's not caving in or out. And don't forget, we're going to have that hold for the last 10 seconds. I know your heart rate's coming up again. Remember, you can always hold the chair. All right, with this one, we're gonna hold it down, hold down. We're almost there, 6 seconds. You can do it, hold it, hold it, hold it. 2, 1, release. Oh. All right, other side. Feet hip width apart. Step, a nice generous step back, keeping your feet hip width apart. Back knee going down toward the floor. Upper body stays nice and straight. Here we go. Down and up. Down and up. You can hold onto the chair. Remember, you can have a micro bend. You can just do micro lunges. You don't have to come down very far. You can just come down a little ways if need be. I'm just checking our time. We're still going up and down for now. Good job. Make sure that front knee is in line with the front toes. Should be straight ahead. All right, hold down. Hold here. Hold it. Doing great. 4 seconds. 2, 1, and release. Ooh, I know. They're burning. Grab that band. Put your hand right in the middle. Opposite shoulder. Bend the elbow. We're gonna straighten it and bend it. Straighten and bend. Straighten and bend. The work is right in the back of this arm as we straighten and bend it. It's pressing down toward the floor. Really squeeze the back of the upper arm each time you bring your arm down. Squeeze it. And you should be breathing. Probably quite heavy right now after those lunges. Good job, everyone. Keep going. 1 more second and release. Other arm. All right. Hand in the band. Opposite shoulder. So the opposite, we're putting our hand on our opposite shoulder, holding that band, and then pressing down into the floor. So press down to straighten your elbow. Each time you straighten your elbow, Really squeeze the back of that upper arm. Squeeze it. Good. Keep breathing. This is the hardest block, I know. I know that muscle is burning right now. If you need to lengthen the band a little bit, go ahead. Or if you need to choke up, you want to challenge yourself, you can just do that as well. We have 8 seconds left. We're almost there. 4. Last one. All right, 45-second break here. Ooh, I can feel that in the chest area a little bit. Shake those arms out. All right, we're just gonna place the chair on one side of us. We're gonna do two exercises on this side of the chair, and then we're gonna switch our chair. All right, so don't switch the chair after the first exercise that we do. The first exercise is just, we're doing balance now, so no worries about more muscle. Out to the side, knee lift. Out to the side, knee lift, and you're tapping out to the side and then lifting that knee. All right, wait for that whistle. You can hold the chair, tap out to the side, lift the knee. Out to the side, lift the knee. Tap out and lift. If you want to try letting go of the chair, go ahead. Let's try it. All right, remember a micro bend in that standing leg and the knee there. Micro bend. I know we're going to start feeling that right away. In the outer thighs. Good, and if you want to hover that leg out to the side, you want to try hovering instead of tapping. So your leg is up in the air the whole time. Really use your whole foot though. Dig down with your whole foot. We have 2 seconds left. We can do it. All right, bicycle. So this is on this leg. Let's keep the chair on this side. We're just going to be standing on our other leg. We're going to put our inside leg on the pedal, straighten the leg in the front, and then bend it in the back. All right, here we go. There was that whistle. Straighten, take it behind you, squeeze your butt, then bend your leg. So keep your whole upper body nice and straight. So in order to get our leg in front, we're using our abs. In the back, we're squeezing that butt, or squeezing the glutes. Making a nice big circle. And micro bend in this knee of the standing leg. We have 15 seconds left. We're almost to the top of that hill. Keep pedaling. Doing great. We're almost there. 5 seconds. And last one. All right, switch the chair. We're going to be using the outer leg again. So remember, you can hold the chair. We're just going to be tapping out to the side with our outside leg and knee up. There's our whistle. All right, tapping out to the side, knee lift. Out to the side, knee lift. And I forgot, you're right, we were just standing on that leg on the other side, weren't we? So that standing leg, you're going to start feeling it right away. So if you need to take a break, if you need to set the legs down and just shake it out for a second and then come back in, you just go right ahead. I know, I can feel it. Remember, have a slight bend in this knee, don't lock it out. Whatever you do, the better way to do it is to shake it out. Don't lock the knee. You can hover if you want to whenever you're ready. Ooh, I am shaking here. Ooh, good. Set it down. All right. Bicycles. So the inside leg this time is going to be on that bicycle pedal. You're straightening the leg in front, keeping the whole upper body, bending it in the back. So you have a knee bend at first, straighten, push down, use the glute, squeeze the butt. All right, remember we're bending the leg in the back. Shake your feet, make sure it's still pointing forward here. And a micro bend in the knee of the leg that's standing. You can let go of the chair whenever you're ready. I'm not sure I'm going to be ready. I sure am feeling that in the outer thighs. Keep on breathing. You're doing great. We only have a few more seconds. We have 7 seconds. Really squeeze that glute in the back each time the leg comes back. One more second and release. Ooh, shake that out. All right, we're gonna do our tandem walk. So I'm gonna put the chair just a little ahead of me so I can reach it. I'm stepping back from my chair. We're just going to pretend we're walking on that tightrope. There's our whistle. So we're walking on a tightrope here, one foot in front of the other, just placing them down, one foot in front of the other. And then once you get so that you can't reach your chair anymore, I want you to step back, or you can turn around and keep it forward. Now, if it hurts to put one foot in front of the other like this, you can always keep a little bit of distance between your 2 feet. Okay, so that's okay too. Remember, try to keep your eyes forward, chin straight, head up, shoulders back and down, keeping your core engaged here. And relax. All right, we're gonna stretch it all out. There's our bell. Great job, everyone. I am sweating. All right, so we're gonna have a seat. We're gonna stretch everything out, so please don't skip this part. So important for all of your joints. So if you have any joint problems whatsoever, knee problems, shoulder problems, back problems, hip problems, please, please stretch. All right, so we're sitting at the edge of our chair here. If you can, place your ankle up onto your thigh. Go ahead and do that. If not, you can cross over at the ankle and just let that thigh turn outward. All right, so if you can bring it up, you can. We're gonna flex the foot, so toe facing that knee. Just press down gently. You should feel a stretch in that outer thigh area into the glutes. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Keep breathing in and out. One more deep breath and out. Good. Whew, that feels good. All right, we're gonna set that leg down very carefully. Bring the other ankle up onto the thigh. Try not to put it right on the knee joint, up a little higher. And if not, just cross it over at the ankle down here and just let your outer thigh fall outward, or your thigh fall outward, or your knee. If it's up here, we're gonna flex our foot, so toe is pointing toward the knee here, and just let that leg, let that knee fall outward. Try not to press the knee joint though. Just letting it fall out. You can press on the thigh just slightly if you want to. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Good. Breathe in and out. One more breath. Good. Set that leg down, and we're going to just straighten one leg. So in front, straighten one leg, heel down, toe is up. And I want you to place your hands on your bent knee. If you feel the stretch, just stay there. If not, you can hinge from your hips, bring your chest forward until you feel a stretch all the way down your leg, or down into your straight leg, and then stay there and hold. Keep breathing. Place your head in line with your neck, or in line with your spine. Nice deep breaths in and out. Really hold that stretch. Feel your leg, the back of your legs elongating. The muscles are releasing the tension. Release all the tension of the day. Well, I guess we haven't had much of our day yet. We're just into this storm, but remember, this is going to release our tension, hopefully. All right, bend that knee, and we're going to straighten the other leg. So heel down, toe up, hands on the bent knee. And you can stay right here if you feel the stretch, or hinge at your hips. Bring your chest forward until you feel a stretch down that back of the leg, and hold. Let that leg just release the tension from it. Let it lengthen back out. when we do all those lunges and we do squats and hamstring curls and calf raises, it really shortens those muscles, so we want to really lengthen them all back out. Head in line with the spine. One more breath here. Good. Bring the knee back in. We're just going to turn in one direction here. So turn in your chair, face one direction, hold the chair, and put one butt cheek on, one off the chair here. Then we're going to slide this same leg back, pressing the ball of our foot in the back into the floor. Heel is up. Tuck your hips under, and then feel the nice gentle stretch in the front of that thigh. Feel and take a few nice deep breaths in and out here. Really bring the air or the oxygen all the way down to the bottom of your lungs. So expand your belly, let it in and release. And we're going to bring that knee to meet the other one and turn very slowly in your chair. We're going to make our way to face the other direction. Hold on to the chair here. One butt cheek is on the chair, one is off. Slide that leg back, pressing your ball of your foot into the floor here. Heel is up. Tucking your hips under slightly and feeling that stretch in the front of the other thigh this time. Nice deep breaths in and out. Now if you're really flexible, you may need to bring your leg way back here. I can feel it. If I tuck my hips under, I can feel it right here, that stretch. Keep breathing in and out. Really squeeze that glute too to press your hip forward and feel that stretch in the thigh even more. Good. All right, we're going to bring that knee in. Great job. Let's just open up our thighs or open up our legs here. I'm just going to press them out. So I'm just going to use the inside of my arms just to press on the inner thigh, just to press my hands outward, just stretching the inner thigh. I know we did a lot of work with those ball squeezes. Try to keep your head in line with your spine here. Gonna feel a nice stretch in that inner thigh. Nice deep breath in and out. Good, and release that. All right, let's start with the back of our upper arm. Let's stretch that out. So if it's available to you, bring your hands straight up over your head, behind your head, down maybe between your shoulder blades, and just push that arm back or pull, whatever feels comfortable to you. Now, if your hand can't go above your head like that, just bring it over to your opposite shoulder and press, and just kind of press that way toward that opposite shoulder to stretch out the back of the upper arm. That tricep muscle, we did a lot of extensions. Keep on breathing here. All right, we'll release that, bring it down, bring your hands down by your side, and we're just gonna bring the opposite arm up and behind our head, in between our shoulder blades, if that's available to you. Otherwise, your hand is on your opposite shoulder in front here. All right, we're gonna stretch that out. Feel that stretch in the upper back of your arm, the tricep muscle. Feels good. We certainly worked that in that third block of work with all those tricep extensions. We wanna lengthen out that muscle. Good, keep your back nice and straight, keep the core engaged. All right, bring your arm back down by your side. We're just gonna bring our hands out to our sides, down by your hips, palms facing forward, but push your hands back towards the back of the room. We're opening up our chest and our biceps, the front of the arm now. Want to stretch that all out. Make sure we're standing up nice and straight and tall when we're standing. We have good posture, so this stretch is really important. We don't want to be hunched over. We want those muscles in the front of our body nice and long. Good. Wiggle your fingers. Make sure they're still awake here. All right, we're just going to clasp our fingers. You can just separate your shoulder blades from here, or you can press your hands away and really separate those two shoulder blades, or just kind of round the upper back a little bit here. Feel that nice stretch in the upper back area. Don't round the whole back all the way down the spine, but just the upper back here. Good, separate those shoulder blades. And bring those arms down by your side. Just gonna do one more stretch for our shoulders. So out in front, bring one arm out in front, across the chest, pull down. Good. Nice deep breaths. In and out. One more breath. Good. All right, other side. Bring that arm down. We're just going to bring the other one straight out. In front, across the body. Pull it in, keeping your shoulder down. Nice deep breaths in and out. You can just release all your tension. You can close your eyes here if you want to. One more breath. Arms down by your side, keeping your shoulders down and back. Now I want you to bring one ear to one shoulder. You can always cradle your head in your hands if there's too much tension in your neck area. Otherwise, you can just let it fall to the side. Keeping your shoulders down though. Don't let them creep up. Good. All right, bend your chin, or just bring your chin down on that side. Your eye gaze will go down to the floor, maybe into that breast pocket on that side. Nice deep breaths in and out. And bring your head back up slowly, gently. And keeping your shoulders down, we're going to bring the other ear to other shoulder. Remember, don't let your shoulder creep up. Keep it down, long and lean here, or long and straight. And you can cradle your head in your hands if you need to. I know sometimes the tension in the neck is a lot. All right, we're gonna bring the chin down on that side to look into the breast pocket on that side, or down to the floor. Our eye gaze. Good, just let that neck stretch out. One more deep breath and release it. Slowly bring your head back up to neutral. And thank you all. Give yourselves a round of applause. You did an excellent job. I'm just going to stop the music, and of course I'll stop this video. But thank you for joining me, and I hope you enjoy this video.